Welcome to Spilling the Tequila, the podcast that brings you the tequila spilling energy without the hangover. My name is
And I'm
Grace.
Sunny Joe, and welcome to the Bravo TV special, the bonus episode that comes out every week where we talk about Housewives, Southern Charm, anything Bravo, Celebrity. As you know, our podcast is streaming live in November from Las Vegas
Woo!
for BravoCon 2023. So sign up to our podcast and stay tuned for the tea and the interviews
Woohoo!
coming your way. Woohoo! Whoop it up, whoop it up.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. All right,
Oh,
take
what
it
a
away,
week.
Gracie.
What a week we've had, Sunny. We watched The Real Housewives of New York together this week.
We
That was
did. We did
nice,
watch that
wasn't it?
together. That
That
was
was
nice. Should we
special
start off with
time.
that?
Yeah, kick it off, Sunny. You've got
Oh no, you
thoughts.
should kick. You should kick it off. I always forget what happened, or do you not
Oh,
remember?
okay. We're in we still don't know where we are. Is it Anguilla?
I think so. Yeah, Anguilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have Phone Gate, which is the Erin and the Uber fight. And this is where we've sort of seen part two to Uber pulling the sunglasses off Erin's head.
Oh, yes, yes.
And then we see obviously they go for the day out and she's just sort of ignoring her and being quite dismissive, and then the fight sort of erupts out.
Mm.
Yeah. It was quite a
Um,
lot.
it was a lot, and now you've triggered my memory. You can definitely tell that Uber and Erin are friends because it's such a friend fight to have. Everyone's had a fight with their friends and everything like that. So, for
Mm.
example, it was something over so small, where they got into an argument. Uber took off Erin's glasses and said, "Well, I'm holding onto your glasses for 45 minutes." Erin didn't like it because it was really, really aggressive, and then it was like Uber was trying to get all the girls to turn on Erin by telling him stuff. So saying to Bryn, she said you're a social climber, like she's fake. She talks shit about behind people's backs all the time. And yeah, look, by Uber telling all the girls this and stuff, I get it. People do that, but she was so angry. And I think when you're having a fight with your siblings or your best friend, you just you just say things to hurt them. So not all of it's true, but you just know where to dig deep to hurt them. And I think that's just where
Mm.
Uber was going.
Mm.
What oh, hang on. Sorry, my microphone was going weird. It made sense why Uber got so upset about her phone being taken away for 45 minutes. Going into this latest episode, that she is a single model. She travels the world a lot. She doesn't have a boyfriend. She doesn't have a partner. And, she rings her family and tunes in. Hey, I'm in this country in this hotel right now, just to let you know.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You're the same
Mm-hmm.
Grace. You're a single model girl. Give you a compliment. I get it. You got to check in.
Thank
If you're
you.
ringing your parents, you're ringing your best friends and stuff like that. It was good to see it from that other side, because if she didn't check in, people would be worrying, and it's probably like an anxiety, something that triggers her anxiety or something like that. So I get that side. Do I agree that she shouldn't have been so aggressive with Erin? No, but like I said, I think they were just both wrong in the situation. I think Erin was more upset because her real self's coming out now, that she does talk shit behind everyone's back, and kind of Uber
Mm-hmm.
just told everyone. And it's kind of like, well, it is the truth. And if you really want to be a bitch to me and hide my phone and say that I'm acting like this, well, fuck you. She talks shit about you. She talks shit about you. And she was just giving it. And I think Erin couldn't handle that. And a lot of girls in the spa were reacting like that, because they're like, Jessel's like, you said this about me. Jetta's like, you did this to me. Bryn's like, you called me a social climber. I get it. Like, if I found out you're talking bad, why, like, sorry, my microphone's going weird. Why would you not say that to my face? I don't
Yeah.
know. So I get it. The fight was full on. I'm glad they made up. It is what it is. But I still, yeah, it just, Erin's like a little bit of a, I don't know. She's just a little bit sneaky as a
Yeah.
friend. I wouldn't trust someone like that in real life. That's a friend that I would have as a friend, but they would be a friend where we see each other at like holidays or parties with all of our friends. But it's not someone I would do
Yes.
one on one, because I just wouldn't trust it. I just couldn't trust it.
Not close. No,
Is
I
it?
agree. It was a little bit like I think the whole thing was sort of blown out of proportion. I get Uber's reason of having the phone or whatever, but then that reason kind of went out the window when they went to have their conversation, and then Uber had lost her phone and she left the phone in the car. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
and she
Yeah.
couldn't
Yeah.
find
Yeah.
her phone. And it was sort of like, oh, well, that sort of makes your argument a bit redundant. And it was just too big of a fight for what it was, I think. But I think my favorite part of the episode was Jessel making the list in her phone of what
Ah, hilarious.
what people do
Jessel,
to her.
I don't know about anyone else, but Jessel, I did not like in the first and second episode, but Jessel has grown on me now where she's in like my top two of favorite people, and Jenna being
Yeah,
number one.
yeah.
And Jessel's probably number two now. I used to find her really annoying and stuff, but now I'm like, I like her. She's freaking
She's
hilarious.
so
She's
funny.
so
Oh
funny,
my
isn't
God.
she?
Yeah. And
Yes.
they're all so hard on her. Like, there's people where they don't, they're not like trying to be funny. They're not like out there saying jokes and all this stuff, but just their existence and how they say things is so funny. Like, you just want to laugh at them.
Yeah, she's funny. Yeah, she's living in her own world. She's not even being rude or anything. Like yeah, and I think she's nice. Like I used to think she was quite mean and stuff, but she's actually. I think I also like her because she's nice to Jenna and stuff, and the other girls are bitches to Jenna. That's another reason
Yeah,
why I
that's
like her as
another
well.
reason.
But she's like, I've got a list. I've got a list. Like she's
Yeah.
hilarious. That was a
That's
funny episode.
that was a good episode. They've all
Yeah,
been good episodes this last week,
yeah.
honestly. And then we have Salt Lake City and they're in Palm Springs. And um look, Mary doesn't get out of the bus and Lisa Barlow had a breakdown.
Don't get me started about Mary. Should we go to Mary first?
Yeah, what I want to say about Mary is that she's a waste of money. But I do find it funny because all the girls are just so shit scared of her. Like they literally like I think Meredith once said like, "Come on, Mary, like come and do this with us." She was like, "No." And Meredith's like, "Okay." They're so scared of Mary. Like, what's gonna happen?
Well, wouldn't you be scared of Mary?
Yeah, I'm terrified.
Look, this is my thing for Mary. I get she can be funny like that where they're scared of her, and that's like really, really funny. But what I don't like about Mary is every episode that I watch now where they went into that club and they're all dressed up as what
Drag
were they dressed up
queens.
as? Drag queens and stuff. She didn't participate in that. Then she didn't participate of going into the club. She just sat there. She went to McDonald's. It's like you can still be that person, but at least participate because then you get to see them interacting and stuff. I think she's just a waste. I don't think they'll give her another season. I don't know what's to come of the show, but she's just not giving anything. I'm sorry, sitting in a van and saying that she doesn't like anyone or doing any of those things and go to McDonald's. Like, why are you even on the show?
Yeah, why
Like,
are you
it's just
here?
like, why are you here? You know, like how, what's the high pitched voice one's name? Whitney. But
Yeah.
she's like, why, like, see, why are you here? Why do you come out on a girl's trip? And I get it. She probably doesn't like them, but she's part of the show. Like, why is she even on the show? And she's just not participating. She doesn't even have one friend on the show that she's even connecting with, at
Mm,
least.
mm.
I don't know. I just think it's not even funny anymore. I'm just like, you're boring. You're not giving anything. You're not participating. It's like she shouldn't, like, there's a lot more women out there in Salt Lake City that could take her job and participate more and give more back and stuff like that. Like, take it away from her. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's like she obviously wanted to do the show because why would she come back to the season to be a friend of? If
Mm.
you know what I mean? Like, it's like
Mm-hmm.
Mary hated the show
Yeah,
so
you
much and
knew
all
what
those
you were
things.
signing up for, Mary.
She's
Like, are
already
you
been on the
serious?
show.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she's just, she's, the fact that she doesn't have any friends and she's a loner, it shows. Like,
Yeah.
cool, you'd be like that. Like, it
Yeah.
just, I don't know. She married her granddaddy. Like, that explains everything, really.
Yes. It
Really.
does.
Yep.
Mic drop.
Yep.
Mic drop.
Um, with, that I like Lisa Barlow now. She's funny,
We're
Taco Bell.
gonna we're gonna have a great debate over this. I can't wait. Let's go.
Lisa Barlow in that episode, it just showed her true colors of how I viewed her in season 1 and season 2, where I didn't really, not that I don't like her. I was just like, just white privilege. I don't know. That was too much with the whole makeup thing. And the producers come in like, I'm not doing this, and crying about just dressing up as a drag queen. I'm just like, all right, this is just too much now. Like, you're just, and I stuck up for her previous episode on our podcast with the $60,000 ring, as you know. But in this episode, if I was around like, her in real life, I'd be like, yeah, you're annoying. Like, I still find her entertaining. I just couldn't be friends with someone like that to that extent. That to me is way too over the top devious. I just could not be friends with someone like that. That's to that extent.
Do you know what? I was thinking about it more because I watched it and I was just like, what's happening here? Like, what's going on? And then when I watched it, and then I was sitting and thinking about it, I'm Team Lisa Barlow, and here's why.
Tell him, Gracie.
I'm gonna tell him. Okay, one, she gets on this girls' trip. She's there, and then Meredith says, we're going to do this shopping challenge where we're going to shop for each other, and like the trust exercise is make each other look good. Then she puts her in like this fugly, like see-through sarong, and like a see-through top, and she's practically naked, as she says, at this nice restaurant. But she takes it on the chin. She's building a new way forward with Meredith. She wears this disgusting looking outfit on international TV, which, one, as someone who likes to look nice, I'd be pissed off if I had to do that. I'd be fuming because I think it's embarrassing, especially when you get to like what if you felt shit about your body that day, or just shit about your body in general, and then like, oh, to have a good time I have to be half naked at this dinner table? Like, that's not a nice thing to do. And Meredith got away with it pretty much scot-free, like all good. And then I think then Whitney says, oh, we're all going to dress up as drag queens. We're going to put these 45 kilo wigs on our heads and dress up as drag queens. And I've just done that the night before at dinner. I think, no, I do. I want to wear my Isabel Marant, my Valentino, and my Fendi. I don't want to dress up as a fucking drag queen. Like, I don't want to do that. I'm with her. Like, it gives me I agree. You shouldn't have to wear what you don't want to wear in life.
I don't know. It was just for me. It's like they're at Trixie's motel. Trixie's from RuPaul's Drag Race, I think she is, and it's like, it's a competition. Like, who can dress up as the best drag? It's funny. They're on a show. They're away. They're at a theme motel based on this. So it's, for me, it's kind of like, if I have a Halloween party, one pet hate for me, Grace, is like, I'm having a Halloween party, blah, blah, blah. And then you've got that friend that just doesn't dress up. I'm like, why are you here? Like, what? Like, I'm sorry. Like, you didn't even dress up. That's how I feel for Lisa Barlow. Like, she just, and Meredith, don't get me wrong. Meredith is in the same thing. The reason why I'm just picking on Lisa Barlow is because the way that she reacted was just too much for me for something so minimal.
I agree, but then also what I was
I'm glad you agree for that. I'm glad you agree for that, because it was if you reacted like that,
I don't
Grace,
agree. I agree that it was like crazy, the reaction, but I agree with Lisa that it's like not a comfortable thing to do, especially after you've worn that horrendous outfit on the first day. And also, I don't think it was just about the makeup, because the more I was thinking about it, the more I was thinking about Monica going after a scratch.
I liked Monica in that episode.
She can't apologize for being rich. She can't. She shouldn't have to. And another unpopular opinion I'm going to have that's going to probably get me cancelled is Housewives. The original inception of the Real Housewives was these women have money. And I'm sorry, I'm not saying that it can't be inclusive, but you can't villainize people for being the essence of what a real housewife is. You just can't. And then I think about it and I'm like, do you know what? If I had her on my back all weekend, I've just been out for dinner. My friend who I'm apparently friends with again's put me in this ugly outfit, and now I've got to dress up as a drag queen, and I don't want to do any of it, and I don't even like any of these women. I'd have a meltdown too.
I do agree with Monica where she's like, I don't have a problem with rich people. It's just that rich people like Lisa, no, she doesn't. It's just when Lisa says things, and you can watch in any episode, it's like, oh my God, that we went on this boat is $350,000. And my ring that's $60,000. Oh, we just bought this car that's $40,000. She is a name dropper with money. And that is shown. There's a difference, because rich people don't actually talk about how much money that they got. So I actually think Lisa's not that rich. She's just someone that's trying to pretend she's richer than she is. There's a difference. I've got a lot of rich friends and they don't talk about money like Lisa Barlow does.
But I'm not, but whether that's good or bad, that's not my argument. My argument is Monica does have a problem with rich people, because do we not remember her first or second episode where she started crying and said, I bought a Louis Vuitton, and was crying and talking about money. So she does have a big hang up there, which is fine. But I'm just like, you can't if you're going to hate people for that, you're on the wrong show.
I think she's hating on her. I think she's just
She
insecurity. She's on a new show. They're all got more
she's
money. I used to
she's
not like Monica, but
slamming her. She's
I like
absolutely
that
slamming
she.
her.
I liked it. I liked
Nah,
it. Good.
nah.
Say your truth. Like, you know what
Oh,
I mean? And we're only
shut
seeing
up.
like
Stop stating it all the time.
who?
Monica.
Monica.
She's
Oh, I
like a
think meant me.
broken record. No, I wouldn't tell you to shut up, Sonny.
You can jump in to shut up. Shut up.
No.
Just shut up.
Shut up,
Shut up.
shut up. Anyway.
No. So look, episodes like that, like I said, I find Lisa Barlow entertaining and stuff. I'm just saying the way that she's reacted, it just, if that was my friend and like they acted like that, I'm like, well, like these are really your true colors. You really need to live in the real world. That's what I would actually think. She's not living in the real world. And it's also on television. That's embarrassing for you.
And what would happen
Embarrassing.
if I did that, right?
I would be
And
embarrassed
then
of you.
hang on.
I would.
I'm not
Yeah.
finished. I'm not finished.
Yeah.
And then after it's all said and done, a few hours go by and I come back to you and I say, oh, Sonny, like I just had such a meltdown, but I'm just feeling, I've felt so uncomfortable and I think it's just all built up and like I just exploded and it was just crazy. How would you still be like pissed off and not want to be my friend anymore?
No, I'd want to be a friend. I'd check in on viewers like that, but I'd also say read the room. You need to read the room and the environment that you're in, of the what you're saying and how you're reacting over things, of the people that you're around. That's how I would give you that advice. That's what I would say to you. Like, read the room, Grace. Look what you're complaining about in front of other people and stuff. Like, read the room. Like, Lisa Barlow just needs to read the room sometimes. That would be my advice.
Okay.
Read the room.
We should move on now.
Okay, we should move on. Yeah.
To the Real Housewives of Orange County season finale, the circus party.
So good. It was so good. Can I just say I love Heather Dubrow?
Oh, same.
So good. With her costume walking in, like.
Oh, and I love Terry as the event staff.
It was a good episode. It was a good episode. It was a circus party that they had on. It was the last episode. And once again, Heather Dubrow, she needs to go to Beverly Hills. I'm with you on that. I think she will cross over to Beverly Hills, being the second housewife to do that after, what's her name?
Taylor Armstrong.
Taylor Armstrong going from Beverly Hills to the OC. I think she'll do it, or maybe she'll stay for one more season because it's just annoying now. I did like how Heather talked to Gina and everyone else and gave her side of the story. I'm with you. I think Tamra is a shit stirrer and I think she's really jealous of Heather and she's trying everything in her power to get everyone on her side and everything, and making Heather feel singled out. I agree with you. After seeing it, it's like girls are mean, man. Girls are mean. Guys don't do that. They're like next. I know not all girls, but they're like next level with shit like that. Like that's actual like mean shit to single people out. That going, it's weird. It makes me feel weird. It's weird. I wouldn't even know how to do that. Yeah.
No, that's good, Sonny, that you don't know how to do that. I just loved how worked up Tamra was getting, and she's like, oh, Heather's pulling everyone aside. And in reality, everyone was going to Heather, being like, hey, can we just talk about what happened?
Correct.
Like, Heather was just there.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show, like, I think that's another good example of when we talk about, like, Real Housewives having money, is that these girls are obviously, like, that seems to be their only insult for her. And even when she went and she said, oh, I'm the aerial performer or whatever, and they're like, oh, what's she in? She's only doing that to like show off her body or whatever. Like,
I know, like she can't do anything right. I know. She's got an amazing body that she worked hard for it. So let her show off her body. They're horrible. Hey?
Who cares? And like, aren't you all sort of half naked as well? Like, do you know what I mean? It's not like you're all dressed up as nuns or something. It's, But
I do get excited to see what Ryan will be wearing in every episode. It's turned into that now.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? See what he wore? He had like bike pants on with no shirt.
Do you think they're going to get married?
Him and Jen?
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to see more. He's very new to the OC just got started and now it's finished. I really enjoyed the season, but I thought that it had longer to go, to be honest with you.
It went so quick.
Yeah, it went really quick. It
It's
was probably one of their best
sad.
seasons.
I think
Yeah,
so.
it went too quick. It did. It went too quick. And it is one of
Yeah.
the best that's on air at the moment.
Hmm.
Um, so who do you think will be booted after this season from the OC? Who do you think will be booted from the OC after this season that's just finished? Because you know how
Um,
they always get rid of one?
yeah, I'd like to see Jen come back.
I like Jen. I agree with you. I would like to see Jen come back where, yeah, she's interesting enough. She's not really floating in the background and she's not trying too hard. If you get,
Yeah, exactly. I
mm,
actually don't think they'll get rid of anyone.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, but I just, yeah, so they'll bring Vicky back next year, right?
I think Vicky will come back full time. Yeah.
Right,
And
right.
I hope so because I think this season's just proof of like, look how good it was that whether you love or hate Vicky,
I like
like
her, by the
put
way. I
that
used to
all
not like her.
aside. Yeah.
Yeah,
She is so like she is a housewife. Like
yeah,
they can't do OC without her. They really can't.
no.
And they've
And the
tried
fact that
and it
she's getting the
failed.
Time Life Award at
The
BravoCon.
lifetime
Yeah,
achievement.
it's like the Michael
Hmm.
Jackson Vanguard Award at MTV Awards, like she's
Yeah, it's
getting that. They'll probably bring it back.
awesome.
And it's the first award to go out for that now. So good on
Yeah,
her.
it's
Good on her.
amazing. I
I
love
like how
her.
she's like how she's in the What Happens Live and she goes to Andy, thank you. And she's like, because me and you, we created this whole thing as if the I know she was in. Did you see her do that? That's what I love about Vicky.
Yes.
Like, and Andy's always looking at her like, yeah, yeah, I know. She's like, it was me and you. This whole thing, we created this together, just me and you, as if she's created Housewives. You know what I mean? She was just in the first season, and she's one of the OGs. But do you know what I mean? Like, she's crazy like that, but good on her. I know what she
Yeah,
means by that.
she means
I know what
well.
she. Yeah, she means well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I would have liked to seen her at the party though. But
same.
I what I think also my other favorite bit of the episode was
Mm,
when Heather and Gina had their little sit down lunch and
mm.
Heather played the episode of Two Teas in a
Oh
pod.
yeah, yeah. About
And
calling them losers.
yes.
Yeah,
And that's just like, and then the fact that people still won't sort of totally
I
believe
know.
her, I'm like, she said it recorded on a podcast. How much more clear do you have to
I
be?
know. And I
Like,
know what you mean. Like if someone told you that I said something about you and then you're like, fuck you, Sonny, I just found out you said that, but you didn't approach me and ask me and no, but he wouldn't say that. Do you get you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like you
yeah,
would just know me like no one said that. That's where Heather's going. Like, Gina, you actually meant to be my friend. The fact that you just believed Tamra straight away,
mm,
that's where I'm offended. Like,
yeah,
just because someone's telling you something, it doesn't mean it's true. There's that famous line from the OC. And it's
yes,
true, doesn't mean it's true. You should know better that, like, hang on, my friend wouldn't say that. And if they did, they must.
yeah, exactly. And also, if the person telling you this information is known to be a massive
Oh,
liar
yeah. Yeah.
and bends the truth all the time,
Yeah.
why are you like, oh yeah, I believe that? Like
Mm,
it's I don't know. There's something, as I said in the last episode of this Bravo special, there's something bigger at play with Tamra. She just wants to
mm,
be, as Heather says, she wants to be top dog.
I know
And
what
I
you mean.
don't
Like how there's always one top dog in every franchise. Like there is, like
mm-hmm,
Lisa Vanderpump or Kyle in Beverly Hills. It's just fact. Um, in Potomac, it would be the big dog would be the Grand Dame.
uh-huh.
Fact. Salt Lake City, it was Jen Shaw. Fact.
Mm-hmm.
What else I got? Like Atlanta, Candy. Fact.
Yeah.
Burrs.
New York, Jenna.
New York, Jenna in this season. And that's where with this OC, there's a lot of strong personalities where Heather, Vicky, Tamra, and Shannon, they are OGs and kind of when it started, and they've all got some are left, some have been there still. So they're still fighting for that queen bee to see who it is. And you know what I mean? And it can
Yeah.
change. That's what's interesting about the OC. There is not one leader. Not that there needs to be a leader, but there's always just one strong one.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sometimes it changes where it is like, oh, it is Shannon now. It's been Shannon for a while. But Heather in the recent years has become a really popular one. So I
Mm.
see you can see it, and they realize that, like, oh, what edits are we going to get? Blah 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 blah. So it's interesting.
Mm.
So yeah,
Reunion should be good. And then we have
yes,
Southern Charm.
yes, I'm up to date with you.
How
Um,
rogue was JT sticking that needle just like straight through his pants?
did we talk about that on the previous episode though?
No, this is no, that
Oh, I
just
thought we
happened.
did.
No, this is
Ah.
where Shep went to Olivia's house and said, I don't know about, Austin and Taylor and what's going on there. And then Olivia's gone to the coffee shop to meet up
Oh
with Taylor.
yes, yes.
And I feel so bad for Olivia because
So
I
is
think she's so nice.
Olivia and Taylor are good friends, right?
Yeah, best friends.
Best friends, and Shep used to. Sorry, Austin. So I'm getting confused because they're all fuck each
Austin
other. It's weird.
Austin dated Olivia and
Yes.
like really mucked her around and sort of broke her heart a little bit. Just like acted like a 20-year-old boy when he's a 40-year-old man.
Yeah.
And I think Olivia was like quite heartbroken over it or upset about it.
Mm,
And Taylor went out with Shep, obviously, for years. And so
you're
now
right.
it's sort of in this coffee shop episode, it was revealed to Olivia that Taylor had said to Austin, maybe we should give this a go and see like if we could have a
It's a bit
relationship
weird.
or
That's
whatever.
like, yeah, it's a bit weird, and no wonder why Olivia's upset and stuff. It's like in bros, it's like you just don't cut turf. It's like called the bro code. I don't know how it is for women if you guys do that.
Yeah, girl
But in the
code.
bro code, yeah, girl code with bros, you just don't like. I'll be friends with my mates' ex-girlfriends and stuff. I would stay in contact if I was friends, but you just wouldn't go there relationship wise. It's a bit weird. It's just because then you start thinking back, like, was anything happen when we were together prior to this?
Yeah.
Like was there signals? Were you guys flirting before this? Like, how does that even happen?
Also, to find out, like, I know you can be friends with people's exes and everything like that, but I think in the case of what happened to Olivia, right? If we look at
Mm,
it like a bit, like zoom it out a little bit, Taylor and Austin were friends before this happened with Olivia, right?
yep.
But if this was me and my girlfriend and my girlfriend got mucked around by this guy who's my friend, I would sort of be a little bit shitty at him and just say, like, are you serious? Like, you're such a nice person. Why did you do this to her? Like, she's such a nice person. Like, if you don't want to, like, all you have to say is like, I don't want to go out with you. Like, why would you do this? But the fact that she was so there for him to the point that it's like, oh, should we date? Should we be in a relationship? And then not tell your best friend?
Yeah. It's
It's
well,
weird.
that's not your friend. That's your friend. She's being selfish and
It's
not
hurtful.
letting it. It is hurtful because you can be open with a friend and say, "Hey, this is the situation. You're one of my good mates. You're my best mates. I have feelings for this. How do you feel about that? I would never want to hurt you. If you don't want me to go there, I won't, and I'll stop these feelings. It'll be hard, but I want you to know I do have feelings. And then what your friend can make decisions saying, no, 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 no. This is a bit weird for me. If you do have feelings for them, go there. It'll take time for me to heal from this. It is a bit weird, but thank you for being honest with me. Instead of just making the decision already and
Yeah.
choosing the guy over the friend and not even discussing it. That's
Yeah.
why she's hurt. It's weird. Like, that's selfish. Like I said to you with Taylor, uh, when she was with Shep, it was kind of like she was really cool. She was good to him, but this new season that's come out, I'm like, I said to you in the previous episode, like she's all dolled up now and kind of like a complete person fighting with, yelling at
Yeah.
Craig and all these things. Like I was like, who is this girl? Is this the actual her? And we didn't see it in the edits, and maybe that's why her and Shep didn't last. Not blaming, we know what Shep, I shouldn't be blaming her for that because Shep just can't stick to a relationship. But I'm saying there's always two sides to the story, and we're seeing more of her true colors. So
I don't think these are her true colors. I think that she has changed as a method of like survival. I think she's been that heartbroken by this breakup that she's like basically become a shell of a person. And to cope, she's put on this like facade of I'm tough and I'm fabulous and I'm independent and I'm hot and I'm this and I'm that, which has made her not very likable because she's quite mean now. And I honestly think Shep looks at this, and the reason why he's talking about Taylor so much or asking so much about her is because he's worried about her, because he feels partly responsible for like what she has become. Do you know what I mean? Like, I really think that it's like her coping mechanism and like putting on armor to go to war. I don't think it's her. And I think, anyway.
I've got a good conclusion for you to end the episode.
Yeah.
Yes, because we've discussed all the recaps, right?
Yes.
Yep. I find it really weird that Mauricio is doing Dancing with the Stars.
It's so weird.
It's so weird because I just thought that he's like got his Netflix show out with his kids. He's always been in episodes of The Housewives, but he's got a really successful business. I just didn't think he was really into that like celebrity field. And not that there's anything wrong with that. He's married to a famous person. He is just pretty much famous. But that's what I liked about Mauricio, that he's just done his thing, good father to his kids, you know, his real estate business, you know, like I find Mauricio funny when he smokes the weed and stuff in like episodes of Beverly Hills. But the fact that he's on like Dancing with the Stars, that's like a different level of like, I don't know. It's just like, I didn't think he was into that, if that makes sense. It was weird. And of all shows, Dancing with the Stars is really random. Like him like doing the jazz and stuff with his dancer.
Yeah.
Like it's really, really odd. Do you agree?
Yeah, but it's not shocking because I think that Mauricio and Kyle want fame.
Right.
I've always thought that. I've always believed that.
Well, nothing wrong with that. Own it. Nothing wrong with that. Own it. I just didn't think Mauricio
No, but it's kind of weird because then I think like, say I lived in Beverly Hills and had a $20 million house. I don't know if I'd want to list it with Mauricio because it's like, oh, bro's on Dancing with the Stars. He's going to be at dance rehearsals all week. When's he going to show my property? When's he going to take people for inspections? Like, I don't know if he'll be getting many listings.
Yeah, well, he's got the other people that work underneath him to do that. I guess he's just the face of the brand, isn't he?
No, he works and sells. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll be selling much now. Anyway,
that was a good recap.
Good luck to him.
Yeah. Yes, we will do another one next week. More episodes coming up. New Housewives coming out soon. Potomac and Housewives of Sydney.
Yeah.
And the new holiday one that would be coming out soon, which is, I think there's the RHONY one with like Sonia Morgan, Luann, Ramona. That should be coming out in October, I think, which is it's October now. But anyway, all right, we'll let you go. Thank you for tuning in for the Bravo special. Follow us, give us a comment, let us know, send us a message, spillingtequila@gmail.com if you got anything that you want us to discuss on the show for Bravo specials or a particular show that we haven't covered, because we're just doing Housewives and Southern Charm at the moment. We will branch out to more. Yes. But thank you so much. Thank you for listening to Spilling Tequila, and we love you.
We love you. Bye.
Bye. Arigato.